I honestly just did a whole video, but I had to re-record it because I had something on my lash and I could not get over it when I was watching it. I couldn't get over it. So let's start this video again. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Mo, Moye Light, Ridiculous Mo. It's Mo, Ridiculous Mo, Moye Light.
So notice here we have our and then of course
I'm so sorry. Okay, I know y'all probably like, how's girl just gonna jump back on this video, tell me, hey, it's me, Moye, Ridiculous Mo, and then like she been gone. Like, how's she gonna do that? So I'm sorry you all, but life is really crazy. Like, life is honestly crazy. We're gonna talk about how crazy life is in the future because we gonna wait to see. Some stuff still ain't passed, but we still working on it. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for the few people that I know that have subscribed. When I got off of my YouTube channel, I know I had less than 100 subscribers and now I have 156 subscribers. So I want to thank y'all for subscribing to me. Even when I was gone, it means so much to me. So now that we got past that, let's talk about what y'all really want to talk about. This is a life update video. So much has happened. And during my absence, I realized that you guys had so many questions under my videos, and I feel so bad because I didn't answer them. I did not answer them. So this is what we're gonna do in this video. One second. This is what we're gonna do in this video. This video, we're gonna update y'all on my life here in Orlando, Florida. We're gonna talk about Full Sail. We're gonna talk about the apartments that I lived in, and everything. So let's start from the beginning. The very beginning, okay? We're gonna start from the very beginning, and the very beginning started with me posting I'm moving to Florida video. It was a vlog / apartment hunting, but it was only like 2 different or 3 different apartments, but you guys did have some questions, so we're gonna look at those questions that y'all had. So the 2 apartments or the 3 apartments that y'all saw, we actually did not end up living in not one of those apartments, because the one I really wanted to live in was 8 at East. I'm gonna put the name here, okay, and I'm gonna show a picture of the apartment because I can't remember at this very moment. I think it's 8 at East. That was the one I really wanted to live in. It was the second apartment. Yeah, I only showed 2. I only showed y'all 2. It was the second apartment that we looked at. I really wanted to live in that apartment. I damn near cried when we could not live in that apartment. We could not because they did not have the rooms that we needed at that very moment. But overall, it was a way nicer apartment. And overall, like, all those apartments was very nice. The first one we did not end up living in, although it was a nice apartment, but because the reviews were absolutely terrible. I cannot remember the name of that apartment right now, but if you remember it, how it looks, and you move to Orlando, do not move into those apartments, because when we looked at them, the reviews was absolutely terrible. The residents of this place absolutely hated it. The service there, they had infestations of bugs and all crazy stuff. It was just crazy stuff. Even good reviews said that they had problems, but they just overlooked it because the people were nice to them. And I'm like, no child, that's a bad place to live. So we actually moved into this other place called Integra 360, and I absolutely love that apartment. And if you watch some of my videos, you're probably gonna be able to see that apartment, but I'm gonna put a picture and the name here, and it's also gonna be in the link down below of the 2 apartments that I love, because we end up living in Integra 360, and it was overall a really great experience. So now that we've gotten past that, everybody kept asking, what are some great places to live in Orlando? Orlando is weird, okay? I'm gonna tell you that, because there are some really nice places to live, and then in the midst of those nice places, there's like this one little dot of places that you don't want to stay, and then there's nice places right on the other side of it. It's a weird city. Like, I feel like there's really no like direct place, but I feel like it also depends on your lifestyle. If you have kids, if you're a student, I keep looking over there, you guys, I'm sorry, I haven't done it so long time. If you have kids, if you're a student, what school you go to, because there's about 3 to 4 universities here in Orlando, okay? So let's talk about some places to stay. For one, the houses in Orlando are nice. They're nice, but I feel like the ideal place to live in this side of Orlando that I live in is either an apartment or a townhome, and we stay in central Orlando, which is by UCF. So I was just living in the UCF area because there's so many places to eat. It is very active. I feel like there's places to go out if you want to go out. If you want like a suburban life and you don't want to be around all the loud students, you can also live where we live, which is in Avalon Park, which is still close to all the Walmarts, the Publix, everything is still close to restaurants. It's still close to UCF, but it's like tucked away a little bit where it's nice. There's nicer houses and townhouses, and it's very family oriented. Great high schools, great elementary schools. So if you're moving to Orlando, what I would suggest, and it is, I'm not gonna lie, it is the more expensive side of town, or Avalon Park. So I would suggest, if you have the money to afford Avalon Park, I would suggest living here because it is very nice. Right now we're staying in a 5-bedroom house, and it is, well, townhouse, and it is 17 or like 1700 a month, which is not bad if you have 5 different people living with you. But it's only 3 of us. We just extra because it was cheaper than the other house we was looking at, and it only had 3 bedrooms, so whatever. So it's really nice. I feel like it's very affordable if you're moving someplace from like Atlanta, or if you're moving from like California and stuff like that. It's very affordable, I feel like, because 5 bedrooms for $1,600 to $1,700, like, come on, let's really think about it. It's amazing. And then, or if you're wanting to look at like cheaper places, which is our apartment that we stayed in, you can go over to Seminole or Oviedo. What else is over there? Winter Springs. Those are like nicer. They're nice family areas as well, and they are cheaper than the Avalon area. UCF area, like if you look at apartments, just type in UCF, and I'm telling you, like if you're a student, it'll pop up so many apartments that you can stay in. The only thing is, most of those apartments are per person apartments. There are a couple of them that you can actually get an apartment by yourself, but the price that you see probably is going to be per person. So I would look at apartments like that. The only apartment I would not suggest, because we almost moved in there, we had our lease signed and everything. We had our lease signed and everything, but we had problems with management so much because they were so misleading. Is the Hub Orlando. It's very pretty, very, oh, I want to stay there. It makes you want to stay there, trust me, but it's not a good place to live because people have so many problems. The reviews on their website are not real because they pay, but you get rewards and you get like discounts and stuff like that for making a good review on the website. As a student, they give you stuff. So do not, if you see the Hub Orlando, do not live there because we had so many problems with them, y'all. My auntie had to put up a fight with them just for us to be able to move out, and then we still had to find people to move in on our behalf. Like, they would not let us get out of that lease. It was absolutely terrible. So no to the Hub Orlando. But every other place, I would take a look at them, look at their reviews, make sure their reviews are honest, because a lot of places around UCF, since there are student places, they do give their students rewards for giving them good reviews. Like you get a discount, or you get some type of reward for leaving a good review. So make sure their reviews are honest before you do that. Look on Facebook, UCF housing, apartment living, all that stuff if you're a student. Okay, the next place that you could live is in the Winter Park and Winter Springs, 2 different places. Winter Park area as well, that's closer to Full Sail University. And it's a little iffy area, I ain't gonna lie. It's a little, but Winter Park, like the little downtown area, is expensive, which is weird. That's like another place where it's like, it's expensive, but then like outside of it, it's like still kind of expensive, but it's not as good. Like the housing isn't as good. You really gotta look, you guys. Millennium Mall area, not so. You can find some cheap housing there, but I would suggest if you're first moving to Orlando and you're moving down here by yourself, to stay on, is it the west side? Do we stay on the west side? East side? I don't know what side. Stay closer to UCF area. If it's your first time living down here and you're by yourself and you're not moving down here with nobody you know and you don't have no car, stay over by the UCF because you'll be closer to everything, walking distance from a lot of places if you stay in the UCF area. So that's what I would suggest. Oh, the next questions that you guys had pertain to me going to Full Sail University, and I comment back to somebody a little bit and let them know that I really can't speak too much on Full Sail University because I do now work there. I just can't say nothing like absolutely terrible about the school, but I have nothing, I'm gonna be honest, I have nothing terrible to say about the school. I went to Full Sail for contradicting, like, oh, I can't say anything bad, but that's why I have nothing bad to say. No, I swear y'all, I have nothing bad to say about Full Sail. The only thing is what was that? Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Full Sail. What I do have to say, what do I have to say? I got lost because of that bug. Oh, okay, yeah. So I started going to Full Sail. I did get in. I did get the scholarship that I was talking to you guys about, where it covered majority of my tuition, but this is how it worked for me. Let's clarify that. I am not an advisor. I'm not a financial aid advisor. I am not I'm not FAFSA. I'm not none of them. I'm nothing. I am speaking from my student perspective of what happened to me, not as an employee to Full Sail. I'm talking about me. So the scholarship that I got, it covered most of my tuition, but I had to use all the resources that I was accepted by with FAFSA, which means if I got accepted for a $30,000 loan, I had to use that, okay, before they gave me the scholarship to cover the rest of it. So what ended up happening was I got approved for more loans by FAFSA than I thought that I would be approved by, and I did not like that because what happened was, while I was in school, the first couple months, everything was paid for. Yes, I had no problems with school, but then they end up calling me and telling me like, hey, you do need to fill out your FAFSA for the next semester as well. And then in our conversation, we led into what that scholarship was actually doing, because I don't think I was very aware of what it was actually doing. I just thought that they were covering whatever grants, like as far as grants and normal financial aid stuff was being covered, but I didn't know that I had been approved for so many loans. And once I found out that, I was like, wait, no, I don't want to accept those loans. Like, there's some loans I don't want to accept because I don't want to be in debt with like that. I don't want to be in debt like that. And once I found out that, I just kind of withdrew myself from the school because I was like, Full Sail's very, very, very expensive. And I feel like it's an amazing place to go if you're dedicated to your dreams and like, you know exactly what you want to do. Very hands-on. Teachers are great. People are great. And from me working there, now I'm talking as me working there, behind the scenes, people actually do care about the students. So it really aggravates me when people say that Full Sail, they don't care about students. They really honestly do. They do so much for the students that you honestly would not believe. They really do care about their students. But as far as the cost, it was just something I realized that I wasn't going to be able to continue to pursue, because there was a point where they thought that my financial aid may not be able to cover my full tuition, and I would have to pay that out of pocket, and it was about $15,000. And I was like, and it was for my very last year there, and it was like, yeah, it's going to be probably about $15,000, and I just couldn't afford that on my own. And my dad had already made it clear that he wasn't going to pay for that. And that was why I was looking for the scholarship in the first place, because he made it clear that he wasn't going to pay for school. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's not going to work for me. So I left Full Sail. I do still want to be in school. I still do want to graduate eventually, you guys, but I don't rush life because I feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But overall, Full Sail is a good school if you can afford it and if you have a great plan. But before you sign papers, before you do everything else, understand exactly what is going on. Because when you're very excited, it's very easy to get confused. Because it is a great overall, I've known someone in each program by now. Especially because your first couple of months you go to class with people from a lot of different programs, and everybody that are in their programs that I've known that are really committed to it love their program, they love their teachers, they love the work that they're doing. It's really an amazing thing. I've seen people who graduated from Full Sail who are like amazing. They were already amazing. They went to Full Sail and just got so much like more like technique and stuff like that. You could tell people who go to Full Sail and graduate are extremely, yes, like their work is actually really good. The industry is hard to get into, so you do have to put in the work, but I feel like Full Sail prepares you for that. That's my take on it. The end. What's next? So yes, that is like the update that I have for you all. So much has been going on for me in general that I don't even know what else to say right now, because that's like all my life update that I'm willing to share at this very moment. I do plan on I do plan on leaving Orlando now that I'm not in school, and now my sister is also moving from Orlando. So I was like, I am planning on leaving Orlando, but overall I would suggest Orlando as a place to live if you, for any age range actually, family, starting a family, if you're retiring, if you're a student. Orlando's a great place to live. I feel like I hadn't had any experiences of racism here. Probably had one or two. Overall though, I've been treated with the utmost respect. I feel like the people I've met here are amazing. I found my art community, y'all, because I was really scared when I first moved down here. That's why I got in Full Sail. I was like, there's no art community here. And Full Sail was like the only place that I saw that had like a real art community. But I found an art community here, you guys, and I'm going to share a video about that too. If you're like an artist and you love art and you're thinking about moving to Orlando, but you're like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna have people that can relate to me. There are so many people here, so many groups. I started so many things that I wanted to start here. I started a nonprofit, The Social Change. It's not registered as a nonprofit at this very moment yet, but I am working on that. I started my blog. I met so many amazing people that I hope to continue to have relationships with even when I do go back home. But I do plan on moving and leaving Orlando after 2 years of living here. It's coming up to a wrap in like August. So I'm planning on moving back in August. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe, like. If you got to the end, tell me what you want to hear more about. Ask me any questions that you have that I did not answer. I will get to them. What else? Yeah, that's really it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.